Okay, this is 1.4, part 1, and this is for solving linear systems with two variables. Now, this is not in your Big Ideas textbook, so the assignment for this that goes with these notes will be on Canvas. But we're going to start with just one method at a time. So we're going to start with substitution. The steps are listed here. We're going to write one equation. So we solve for one variable in one equation, and then we replace that variable into the other equation. And then we solve for the variable that's left. Okay, you substitute that back in, and you find the one you're missing. And we always write our answers as x comma y. And I know I went over that really fast. So let's go ahead and do it, and I should be able to make it clearer. So number 1 here, I'm going to look at the equations, and I'm going to try to figure out which one variable in either equation will be the easiest to solve for. And I would say it would be this x right here because it doesn't have a coefficient. So I'm going to solve this equation for x. So it's going to equal negative 6y plus 8. I just subtracted 6y to both sides, and I have solved for x. So substitution method says, okay, we say x equals this, so we're going to substitute it in the other equation for x. So I'm going to write that top equation out, but instead of x, I'm going to put what I just said x equals, and then write the rest of the equation there. And now we're just going to do order of operations and solve this one for y. So order of operations, we need to get rid of parentheses first. So I'm going to distribute the 3 to everything inside. So I get 3 times negative 6y is negative 18y, and 3 times 8 is 24. The rest of the equation stays the same. Collect like terms. So I have a like term there and there, add them up. Get y by itself. So I'm going to subtract 24 to each side. Divide by negative 14, and I get that y is 1. Now that's part of my answer. But now I need to find the other part of my answer. I need to find the x. So I'm going to take it and plug it in right here where I already kind of solved for x. And then I plug in that y. So negative 6, instead of writing y, I'm going to put the 1 plus 8. Type all of that in your calculator, and you get 2. So x is 2, y is 1. We write our final answer as a point. So it's x comma y. There is my solution to number 1. All right, let's scroll over and move over here, and let's do number 2. So we need to find the variable that would be easiest to solve for, and I would think it'd be that y because there's no coefficient. So I'm going to add 5x to both sides. So I get y equals 5x plus 1. And I'm going to take this for y, and I'm going to plug it in for that y in the second equation. So 15x minus 3 times 5x plus 1 equals 9. Okay, we are going to distribute that minus 3, the negative 3. So I get 15x minus 15x. Negative 3 times a positive 1 is negative 3 equals 9. All right, and then we collect some like terms. We got some like terms going on right here. Well, 15x minus 15x is 0. So I'm left with a negative 3 equals 9. Well, that is not a true statement, so that it has no solution. Okay, so if we go back to that front page here at the bottom, this is how we knew the types of solutions. Okay, if two lines are actually parallel, have the same slope, you will get two numbers equaling each other, and it is a false statement. Okay, that always means no solution. So you have no variables left. You get some number equals another number, no solution. Okay, when we can solve for x and y, that means their lines have one intersection, so there's one solution. And if they're exactly on top of each other, you'll get no variables left when we're solving, just like we did with number 2, except they'll be the same number. So it's a true statement, means infinite solutions. Okay, so now that we've done those, go to the Canvas assignment and do problems 1 through 4. and then move on to the next video for 1.4.1, part 1.